Hello, my name is Lewis from All Ends Magazine, and we are here playing in traffic tonight.
Yep, I'm Lou Santiago from Garage Insider TV. I got my T-shirt on tonight, and Velocity's Car Fix.
Hey guys, I am Lewis Lee Jr. Calling in for All Ends Magazine, and I am here to fill in the gaps, the silent in the blabs.
The blabs. Yeah. New cubed. So I might be getting into teaching.
Okay. Oh yeah, you were saying at the vocational school?
Yeah, I went on Friday. Last Friday I went and talked to them and did the tour, and I put in my application. So we'll see what happens. I mean, the big thing is what they want to do, because they had a motorsports program, and to me, the motorsports program is destined to fail. And I told them that, because the problem you have is, like I said last week, it's so incestuous. They're not going to hire some stranger when they can hire the crew chief's son, or something like that. So I told them that, and I told them that, they need to look at other avenues and call it a restoration course or something where we build cars, because there's shops out there looking for guys that can do stuff like that, Right. So we'll see what happens.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Might mess with your traveling schedule a little bit.
Man, I don't think it will, because they told me, they said, look, we need to save this program, because at the rate it's going, it's going to die, and we need to save it. And they want to use my celebrity status to try and revive it, because all they have now is auto body.
Really?
That's all they have.
So what will they do? Like have you the face of the program and have?
That's what I'm thinking they want to do, and and I teach. So what I envision, which could be different than what they envision. What I envision is bringing a couple of cars, blow them apart, do the chassis work, and do various degrees of chassis work. You know what I mean? Take like I've got a 67 International pickup. Take that truck, take it all the way apart, build a front cross member for it, do a rear suspension for it. Nothing, 4-bar and all that. I mean, but nothing, not like a pro street car. Nothing really super crazy. Put some cross members in it and let it go like that. It's a good driver when it's all said and done, but it's not way over the top. And then do something like take a Toyota Corolla and lower it by actually making 1-inch spacers for the struts, where you actually cut the top of the strut tower out, put a piece of pipe in there that's 6-inch diameter, 1 inch tall, and make it so the struts are actually raised, so it lowers the car. So you learn how to figure out different ways to play with suspension. You know what I mean? Something like that, and then you can at that point, like with the strut car, you're going to have a lot of negative camber. So okay, so how do you fix it? What do you do to make it so it's right? Do you build new lower control arms to move the bottoms of the wheels in? What do you do? And that's what I think a lot of guys need to learn, because a lot of guys don't know it. You know what I mean? They just arbitrarily follow the pack, not knowing anything, and they keep making the same mistakes. And that's so I think that would be the way to do it.
And I've noticed a lot of people just heat the coil that way.
Right, and that's just the wrong way to do it. You start heating up the coils, that they lose their ability to spring, and you don't want that. Because it makes the ride rough. The whole point of having a spring is so you get that cushion. Well, when you take that cushion out of it, you take the temper out of the metal. What it does is the spring actually like zigzags, so it collapses on itself. And then what you have is you have a rough ride.
Yeah. Yep.
So that I think that would be cool. And then we could do stuff like build a tube chassis and stuff like that. It'd be fun, and then put the engines, put the drive line in, and I can teach them. We can build an engine. We can do so much stuff, build transmissions, build rear ends. And then once you put the body back on, let someone else worry about the body work, like patch any holes in the floor, paint underneath of the car black, paint all underneath black. And then that way, when they, when they have a bodywork class, let them do that. They don't even have to go under the car. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So
and that'll bring some hands-on stuff back to the youth, because they're not really doing too much these days.
Right. Well,
so,
and the biggest problem that they have is, dude, a lot of guys just don't want to do the work. They're lazy. Bottom line, they're lazy. I mean, I hate to say it, but you're going to have to work if you want to make a living.
Amen to that. Hey, Dad, before you keep going, being that this is recorded and you're looking to have this on a podcast, your audio sounds a little bit off. Your voice seems a little bit higher pitch. I don't know if you did anything to the audio.
Is that Lou or me?
Yeah, it's you.
Let's see.
Or Lou, how does he sound on your end?
He sounds fine to me.
He sounds fine?
Yeah, talk some, Lou. Talk some, Lou.
Lou. My name is Lewis.
Now he sounds funny. The last time he talked, he sounded fine.
Can we have a testing 1, 2, 3? Or, on the comment sections, how does he sound? Does he sound like a 6'5" guy or a 5'5" woman? Because I'm going with the latter. Oh, he sounds 6'5". Okay, all right. Hey, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
But hey, I don't know if you guys want to go this route, because I know we talked about this last week.
We can go wherever we want. Olivia, jump in. Come on. Olivia answered, and now she Olivia. Julian. I'm
thinking the topic of this week is SEMA. This is something that you guys annually attend. And I just want to hear some stories about your first time. We'll start with you, Lou. What was the first time like out?
My first time was 2004 when I was hosting. I started hosting Muscle Car, and we started in. When did we start? I think it was October. We started shooting a show, and we turned up going to Muscle Car. And it was pretty overwhelming because it's such a huge venue. And I've been going ever since, and I've been driving for the last 6 years. And Olivia, the only reason why we want you to jump in is so there's a fourth person and you can talk cars with us. You don't have to stay long.
Jump in and say hi. But we got 80 in here too. I like to get her in the seat. Come on, 80, jump in.
Yeah, somebody. But yeah, that's why that's what I did. So, it's I would have never got the chance to go to SEMA if it wasn't for TV. That's just the bottom line. Because it's one of those things that, being that I work in my shop by myself, there's no way I could afford to shut down my shop, go to SEMA for, you think about it, it's 6 days. Day to fly out, day to fly back, show is 4 days. This, it's a week. I just can't afford to do it. So because of TV, I've been afforded the opportunity to do it, which is awesome,
So with that being said, there has to be so many talented builders out there.
Dude, it's ridiculous.
That just don't have the opportunity to make it out to such a great event.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, the builders that are out there. It's ridiculous, the guys that can't make it, because, dude, there's so many people out there. It's not even funny, Well, look, we've got our fourth person.
Hi, can you hear me?
What's going on?
So, hey, I saw you in the comment section. you said you don't know anything about cars, but we're talking about SEMA, which takes place in Las Vegas. Do you know anything about Las Vegas?
No.
Okay, so
No.
we'll back up.
Now?
We'll back up. Where are you calling in from?
Washington State.
Washington State.
Okay, so you're close. You're closer than I am to Vegas. Do you know what SEMA is?
I have no idea what SEMA is.
Okay, it would be the equivalent to the Super Bowl, but for the automotive world. Everybody who's anybody who makes parts for the automobile is there. And the first time I went in 2004, they say if you can walk the whole thing, you'll cover 75 miles. It's huge.
And it's a real 75 miles.
Good Lord. Is it just like
It's
a convention? Or
Yeah, it's a trade show. It's a trade show, not so much a convention, but a trade show.
what's the difference
Yeah.
between a convention and a trade show?
Convention is where they people go and other people speak, and they do. You know what I mean? It's like they have one idea that they're trying to get across. The trade show, different vendors come and show you what they're selling. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's like a supermarket, but for everything that they sell in a supermarket, somebody's there to represent it.
And they bring a custom vehicle or a custom paint, custom everything. Everything's custom.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty magnificent.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
crazy. I mean, like I said, everybody who's anybody in the car game tries to get there.
How on earth
Now,
is
Now, AD, you being an
75?
artist,
Is my
75 miles. They have it's at, well, it used to be the Las Vegas Hilton. So they sold it and they changed the name now. I think it's just the Las Vegas Hotel.
Mhm.
But they have convention rooms in their hotel. All of those are filled. There's like, I think 8 or 10 of them. Those are all filled, and they're probably, I would say, the size of a football field each, maybe a little bit smaller. Okay.
Easy.
And then you come out and you cross an alley, go into one building, and that's the size of a city block, and that's tied together by a big hallway where they put stuff. And then there's another convention hall, and that's the size of a city block. You leave that building, there's a city block that they have between the two buildings, and that has like Chrysler has cars on display. They have cars, doing a road race course. They've just got stuff in there. And then you go across to the third building, and that's just as big as the other two, and it has an upstairs, and that's where more vendors are.
Okay,
I'm
question.
throwing up a couple pictures showing some.
Oh yeah, there's a picture. Yeah.
That is beautiful. It's like a brand new shoe that's never been worn.
Now,
So,
this car
80.
here,
Oh, sorry. What was that, Dan?
this car here, we shot this last year at SEMA, and it is the monster all-wheel drive Mustang. If
I know a
you-
guy who did a bunch of work on that.
Yeah, if you
Sword sweeper.
YouTube this, you can see him racing and drifting through Los Angeles. They shut down the roads, and this dude is going wild on the streets. I can't think of the guy's name that drives it, but it's a monster. It's
I
all-wheel
can't think of
drive,
his
1,000 horse.
I can't think of his name.
It's amazingly weird looking, but it looks cool.
I think it's
Like, I
Matt
would
something.
not-
Oh, it's a full blown race car.
Near that car.
It's a full blown race car.
Yeah, so if you go on
Yeah,
YouTube
it's nuts.
and just type in all-wheel drive Mustang, and you'll see this dude going crazy.
Here, I'm giving everybody props because I can.
So, 80, you're from the West Coast. I'm from the Midwest. The furthest west I've ever been before going to Vegas was Detroit. Okay, so that's not west at all.
It's not totally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So, what is the furthest east you've been?
Just nationally, like I've been to Florida.
Yeah, that's east.
Oh, you've been all, yeah.
I've been to Europe.
Hey, I see a celebrity
Wow.
in the house.
So you've been off the. You have been off of this continent. That's awesome. So, Dad, who's the celebrity you speak of? We already have 80 in here. That's
yeah, we
taken
have
care
80.
of.
That's
We already
the
have
first
Lou in
celebrity.
here. That's taken care of.
We got Lou, and we also have Chuck from the Fat and Furious.
Oh, Chuck.
Oh, no way.
Well,
Oh,
hey,
man.
About Chuck.
can
I'll
he
hop-
jump
I'll hop
on?
down.
I
Yeah,
can
hold on,
jump.
let me-
I'll jump off and listen while you guys talk to Chuck.
Let me jump down. You guys, I want to see your chemistry.
Okay, got it. Yeah, we'll take care of it. All right.
Okay, 80. All right, Chuck. There he is. Got him. Hold on.
Lou, he doesn't sound weird to you.
No, he really doesn't. To me,
Okay,
he
all
sounds fine. Maybe
The pink
listen,
headphones.
I'm not the best at hearing. Chuck, it's all dark in there, man.
Where?
Are you going for like that ominous look?
Hold up.
Need more light.
Oh, that's better, Chuck.
How's that?
That's
What's
better.
going
How you
on?
doing, man?
I'm doing good. I'm trying to get this thing out of my view here. Do you want to notify your 0 followers that you're on there?
Zero followers. Notify him, Chuck. Notify him.
That's awesome.
Chuck. So this is obviously your first time on Blab, huh?
Yeah, I got this weird text from, I get weird texts from people that I don't have their number or nothing, and I got this weird text today to call in. And I'm like, man, what's this about? And then I look,
It was me.
and then I look, and it's Mr. Lee, Mr. Lewis Bruce Lee. So what's up, fellas? You just hanging out? I hear some SEMA talk before I jumped on.
This is our 4th week. We're just talking about different car topics, man.
Awesome.
Yeah, we figured, Lou was the one who came up with the idea. Bruce Lee, B. Lee.
Bruce.
He was the one who came up with the idea. So we've been doing it now for 4 weeks, and we're just trying to see where it goes, man.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
this is
real
a
cool.
new platform that's
never heard
that's
about
live.
this before. It's pretty sweet.
Hey, guys, I'm gonna step away. I got to take this. It's Chicago Pneumatic.
Okay.
All right,
Sounds
man.
good. So Chuck, this is live, and we can do this on our phones or tablets or anything. So
That's
when we
awesome.
go to SEMA, we're going to live stream everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
we're going to
pretty cool.
go out there.
We've talked about hitting SEMA this year. We'll have to see how everything all plays out. But, like he was talking earlier, it's, when you go to SEMA, you lose a lot of time, and it requires time. So hopefully with filming and all that stuff, if it all works out, we definitely want to be there.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I can show you guys the ropes.
There you go. Yeah, we need a familiar face out there to show us around for sure.
Yeah.
Chuck. So you've yet to be able to make it out to the SEMA event?
No, it's one of those things that's on the bucket list, that I'm slowly chopping away at. I just chopped away some of the Hawaii bucket list.
Oh wow, no kidding.
A couple weeks.
I heard.
We were
Nice
down there for a couple
pictures too.
Yeah, did you like that?
Yeah, you were having a good time. I was jealous.
It was crazy. And my son's stationed down there, my daughter-in-law, and what was cool about it is having him and her down there to show us around, because if we would have just been tourists down there, we wouldn't have seen probably 85% of what we seen, because he took us to all these places that were secluded. There was no one there, and it was just paradise for sure. It was beautiful.
Yeah, I bet. That's my wife's dream. One day I'll get her out there.
There you go. Hey, you never know.
How's taping going? You guys working on the third season?
Yeah, it's good. We just wrapped up a couple weeks ago, and now we're doing that pickup thing where, in the post edit, if something didn't come across good, or maybe, Steve had a mouthful of chips and they couldn't understand him.
Yeah, which is possible.
Yeah, it's very possible. So we got to redo some of that stuff, but for the most part, man, they're real excited about this season. The production company, Discovery's, real excited about it, getting some good feedback. So it should be the best season thus far. So we're real pumped, excited about it.
Good. I'm excited for
Chuck,
you guys.
that's awesome to hear. And when I look at your bio here, it shows the number for your booking, and the area code is 330, and that is that area code belongs to beautiful Youngstown, Ohio.
Yeah.
Usually, you don't see a lot of people on TV doing things on the scale that you guys are doing out of Youngstown. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, I mean, we're just trying to keep stuff as local as we can. You know, so our booking manager is Corey Ward, and he's actually Lewis. You might know Corey if he puts on the Super Nats here in Youngstown, and has a lot of connections, knows a lot of people, and you know that's the route that we want to try and keep as much as we can. We want to try and use the local area and just try and keep everything home.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, that's beautiful. That's
now speaking of the Super Nats, I heard they canceled it out at the track.
Yeah, I guess from what I know of the story, it just wasn't working out between the Super Nats and that location, and they just I guess couldn't come to an agreement or something. So as far as I know, he's moving it. Last I heard, I don't know if he's doing a Pittsburgh in replace of that show, or he's doing Pittsburgh in addition to another location. I'm not sure. I haven't talked.
I'd like to get a hold of him because that's one of my passions since the Super Nats when it was hot rods.
Yeah,
so I think it should become all ends.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Listen, my kids grew up on hot rod nationals.
Heck yeah.
We can't let that go, man. We gotta do something. So we all need to meet and just put it together.
Yeah. And I can hook you up with him anytime, man. Just I can text you his number and you guys can talk, or we can all meet up.
I think you gave it to me before.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean that's unfortunate because like he was saying, 20 years ago, that was something that a lot of people in the area enjoyed. And if you were to say that was going to go away someday, it would be hard to believe. But it kind of goes back to some of the topics that we had on previous episodes when we talked about just in general the culture falling out of a love affair with cars. Do you see that happening, Chuck, where people aren't really that passionate about cars and with the design of cars overall in general?
Well, I think I've had this discussion with a few people. I think your old school guys are still passionate about it. I mean, that's never going to leave them. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It concerns me a little bit about, the next generation coming up because it doesn't seem as a part of their lives as it was with us growing up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, part of the reason – and the passion that we have for doing this show is to rekindle that,
Wow.
and to make it, we really try and concentrate on making our show family friendly, so even little ones can watch it. You know what I mean? And it gets them interested and plants that seed, and has them wanting to do that with dad or even mom.
Right.
And,
Lou was just talking about it. He might start teaching at the vocational school.
Oh, nice.
And he's down in Charlotte, North Carolina, so that might bring back the passion to some kids at least.
Yeah. I mean, you had that thing where everybody was going through, and it's still there. The tuner stuff, and I'm just talking old school muscle. You know what I mean? But the tuner trend kind of came in and kind of push the muscle car trend, to the side a little bit. But I kind of think it's coming back, actually.
Yep. Well, the tuner era kind of was like plug and play. Hey, there's no actual working on stuff like it used to. Tuning the carburetor and exhaust and stuff. Now it's just go plug something in the port and go.
Yeah, exactly. Or just throw a fart can on your little Chevy Malibu or something. Or,
Yep.
Cobalt. Make it sound like, but it's hey man, I mean, as long as we can do what we can to keep it alive, that's what we can do. I remember the Super Nats back when it was an A&W on 224. Dude, that was the best.
Yeah.
We done an appearance out at the Adirondack Nationals up in Lake Charles, New York, and Lake George, New York. I'm sorry, but it so much reminded me back in those days because, I mean, there was probably 4,000 to 5,000 muscle cars all over the place in this town, and about 9, 10 o'clock at night, everybody hits the streets and they're just cruising up and down the street, and you got some guys, turning up a little bit. And acting out and doing some burnouts, but the cops kind of control it. They let it happen to a certain extent, but they know when to put the brakes on,
Right.
But it was so cool to see, and me and Tommy were there, and we just looked at each other like, "Wow, this is what we remember back in the day." That's how it worked.
I had my kids, Lewis, one of them, out in strollers, sitting out watching cars back in the day.
Yeah.
I mean.
Lewis got interested in cars because of your passion and what you had.
Yep. My wife, everybody. I mean, the whole house.
That's cool.
Well, thanks for joining the conversation.
Oh, we got some people jumping in.
Yeah.
Hello, Emily.
Emily, she came into the blab.
She's our fire of the group, so we need to get her to jump into a seat. Come on, Em. We see you lurking.
So, Chuck, over the past 12 to 24 months, what has stuck out to you most in the auto industry?
I tell you what, probably horsepower. I mean, I can't remember a time when factory horsepower was such a hot button in the right out the factory line. I mean, Dodge is kind of leading that charge, and then Ford's answering back, and Chevy's. I mean, everybody's like, "Oh yeah, you got 500 or 707 horsepower. We got 725 horsepower."
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to show each other up.
So, I mean, when you say factory horsepower, I automatically think of the Dodge Challenger Hellcat.
Right.
And I mean, how many horses does that thing have off the line?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's flywheel rated at, I think, 707 horsepower.
And you could just go to the store and buy that.
Yeah, if you could find one. It's real hard to find. Everybody's bought it. Yeah. Now I think Mustang just came out with a Fisker. I think it's a Fisker edition. That's like 725 or something. It's just crazy.
So with these newer cars, though, along with the horsepower, I feel like the design is so much better than the ones of the 90s and the early 2000s.
Yeah.
What happened in the 90s where they just started to round everything off and they really didn't care about design? I blame Nancy Reagan, but I'm not the car expert. So
well, I mean, it could be. I mean, everybody was starting to look at fuel economy, aerodynamics, all that jazz, instead of just, making a car look nice for its lines. Then all this other stuff started coming into the mix with, like I said, fuel mileage, aerodynamics, all that stuff. And you started getting these weird variations of cars, and they were nasty, just nasty. And so a lot of these car companies have been going back to the 70s era, 60s era, taking some of those body lines and modernizing everything, and that's what we got today. I mean, the Challenger, bro, that's just a sick car. It's a beast. Looks like a beast. Even the Chevy Camaro, You know, even last year, some of the Chevy Camaro, like the quarter panel, all that kind of stuff, I wasn't a big fan. It was still a tough looking car, but this past year, the one they came out with, that thing's looking really beastly now. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, it is. They had to step up the game.
Yeah, they had.
That Dodge came out and just beat him on the head a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, even the Dodge Charger, the 4-door family car, go get groceries, 707 horsepower.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's, you know what I mean?
can't put mom in that.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's nuts. Uh-oh.
Jumping back in.
There he is. They got to get you some stuff? What's going to go on?
All right, here's what we got going on. Hold on. Let me get my volume up. I got to get my volume up. Because for whatever reason, when this... What the hell? What the hell? No! I just muted everybody.
We can hear you.
There you go. Better? Chuck. All right, how's that?
So Chuck, have you ever met Lou? You're on the same channel.
I've never met Lou. What's up, Lou?
What's up, Chuck?
That's funny, man. Up, Chuck.
So when you guys start, you getting another season?
Yeah, we just wrapped this season up. We're doing pickups and stuff right now, but it'll probably be out shortly after the first of the year, as far as what I'm hearing.
Cool.
They haven't given us an exact air date yet, but that's what I'm hearing. So
yeah. They haven't. We're done with season 4. They haven't told us. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get season 5. They just haven't told us anything else yet. You know.
Yeah. I hate when they keep you hanging on. You're like,
oh, I know, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy.
That waiting from the time you wrap to the time you air is the worst.
Oh yeah. It's how many shows do you guys do?
Well, this is technically season 3, but we have a total of, let's see, what we do, 14, and then we just did another 8, so that's where we're at.
Got you. Very cool.
What about you guys?
We do 13.
Okay.
We do 13, so 13 times 4, whatever the hell that is, because God knows I can't add. But we never moved off of 13. Me and Jared would like to do at least 15, but who are we? What do we know?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's where we're at. But yeah, so it's just one of them things. But
awesome.
Okay, Lou, I gotta send Marvin, the Chicago Pneumatics guy, your information for Fab Tech, and I'll shoot you his phone number and all that. And he said maybe you guys can do something and like do some interviews and put them on YouTube or something, or what I mean, something. So we'll do that.
Okay.
And I'll do that after at 10, and we should be good. Hello, Emily.
Sounds good. Em.
Hey, Em.
Hi.
Hey, are you rolling into Lexus?
I might not have very good internet connection because I'm downtown.
Yeah. Are you in the Lexus? You ready to race?
I am.
Uh-oh.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna get ugly.
Gonna get ugly.
Gonna get ugly. That's all I gotta say about that.
Some blue and red lights flipping behind you.
Yeah.
What?
Blue and red lights were flashing behind you.
Not
She's
yet.
she's
not
working
yet,
on it, though.
Not yet.
Working on it, that's for sure.
Oh, Em.
As long as I win,
Yeah, right,
it'll be
right.
worth it.
For the ticket.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Well, Em, this is our buddy Chuck from
what-
Fat and the Furious
Hello.
on Discovery Channel.
On Discovery.
Hi.
Yep.
And you know Lou.
He does cars. He's one of those guys who does cars on TV. Unlike me.
Okay.
Oh.
I thought you guys
No,
were on the road
next
this
week.
week.
I'm on. Oh, he's calling. Mag's calling me again. No, I'm leaving on Halloween.
2 weeks.
I'll be right back.
Okay. We're leaving on the 3rd. And we're going to drive cross country
Okay.
and head to SEMA. Yep. Chuck, you want to go?
Okay.
Where you driving, Lou?
Very cool.
We're gonna drive. I don't know what we're driving.
Yeah.
We're gonna pick the best car and go.
There you go. That's all you gotta do.
Yep. I was trying to get an RV, try to get somebody to sponsor the magazine an RV, but they wouldn't have it.
You don't want the RV. That was rough.
Gas hog, right?
Especially after we were in it. That was rough.
Oh yeah, your pictures were showing you out running in them, huh?
Yeah, we drove that thing 1,800 miles.
Yeah.
From here to New Orleans.
And you filmed the whole thing.
Yeah, but they only used maybe 30 seconds of it.
Is that crazy?
That's crazy, man. They said 120 hours of film for 42 minutes.
Wow.
That's how it breaks all down.
A lot of stress and work.
Yeah.
But hey, you guys make it look good though.
Well,
I really do.
So I hope so. We're having fun, and we'll see how it all works out.
Yeah, you're representing Youngstown very well.
Absolutely, man. That's near and dear to our heart. This city's been kicked too much, man. It's got to come back up, and it is. I feel it is.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
Yep. So Em, what are you up to?
I just was at I sit on it's kind of like a board or a steering committee for a group called Next Gen, and we had a networking event tonight, kind of a social hour or two, and so we went to a little martini bar and just kind of connected with a few of the members and chatted with them, and now I realized, I got a free night without kids, so now I'm trying to decide if I'm going to go home and just, enjoy quiet time, or if I'm going to, sort of stay out.
Yeah, I understand.
I froze. Sorry, the connection down here is probably really bad.
Yeah, you're freezing up.
I heard free night without kids. What, are you gonna run around the house naked? What's going on here? Hey now, I'm coming over.
Quiet time is a plus sometimes, isn't it?
I'm coming over. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've had 3 martinis, and now I'm trying to decide if I'm going to go home or if I'm going to stay out.
What kind of martinis did you have?
Go home and.
I had a sidecar, which was fantastic. I had it's called a Barb's, which is grapefruit and pepper, which is awesome. And then I let the bartender or the waitress pick the last one, and she brought me some kind of strawberry concoction, which was okay.
Dango strawberries, man. I don't know. I'm getting her up to speed on her props. I'm getting her up to speed.
Hey, Chuck, if you hit those little hands, you give people props.
Yeah, me and Lou were racing there.
Hey, I'll lose. You're on the Fat and the Furious, man. I can't hang with that, man.
Yeah,
you guys are always racing, man. Yeah, I'm looking.
So what are you guys talking about tonight?
Well, we were talking about SEMA. That was the topic, and then Chuck jumped in, and we started talking about some racing and monster cars, And
I had to step out because I'm going to be in Chicago Pneumatics booth at SEMA, so I had to take care of that. So I had to step out a couple of times. So I've been in and out. So, one of those things. Are you going to SEMA, Chuck?
Well, I was telling Louis that we're gonna give it a shot. It all depends on filming and all that. How all that works. So what we will do is get a car and film us taking it to SEMA. But
that'd be cool.
It'd be cool, but how all that works. It's kind of like, we're not gonna do that. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I can't believe they're not pushing you.
They don't want to do it. They see money in it.
Yeah. So that's the thing. But we were thinking about getting a DeLorean and just doing it up.
I've seen your video today.
Yeah, to get Back to the Future Day, man. So I have
right. We did a DeLorean on the show. Jared found this guy who's a mechanical engineer at Disney World, and his college project was to put an LS motor in a DeLorean.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I mean, dude, the guy made. It's kind of funny because he wasn't a car guy. Like he got into cars, like he appreciated them, but he didn't really start messing with them till he got into college, and he decided for his final project was to do a LS motor in a DeLorean.
Wow.
So that like his whole learning curve was on this project.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But him and his dad did it, and he said his dad's not a car guy, but he made the adapter to bolt the engine to the tranny. It's got the stock tranny in it and all. I mean, dude, for what it was a really kick-ass job.
That's great.
There was some stuff that he did that, was just because of a lack of knowledge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a sound job.
Yeah.
And we put a cam and heads on it. And I want to say with the cam and swap combination we did and head swap, I think we got him 75 more horsepower out of it.
Wow. Yeah, we got
it was a big difference.
Yeah, the one we did, I think we added about 50 horse, and that's what we did, a cam and head swap.
Yeah.
And, high performance exhaust, but hey man, I mean, those cars ain't around anymore for a reason.
Yeah. They had a Renault engine in them. Come on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was a Renault.
88 miles an hour, that wasn't no plan. And then you put two fat guys in it.
Right, exactly. Dude, we could get in that thing and throw a chain on it. We'd be a bitch and anchor.
Man. Crazy. But it was fun doing that episode. I mean, I got to dress up like a chubby Marty McFly.
Yeah.
Pillsbury Doughboy. You know that comment was said. Somebody said it.
Dude, they put me in that stupid yellow suit, with the mask and all that.
The nuclear cleanup suit. Yeah.
That was.
You know what you should do, man? You know what you should do? You should tell them to do a split screen with you and the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Yeah. Awesome. I think I look better than him though.
You should, yeah. Well, or you know what else? Let's see.
Michelin Man.
I was just gonna say, here's your marketing ploy to get Michelin on board.
There you go.
A T-shirt with the Michelin Man on it for the next show. Bam! Michelin would be on board.
Rollins ain't got nothing on me, man.
I'm telling you, you can make so much cash. You just gotta roll with it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Crazy. So you guys filming now or what?
Huh?
You guys filming right now or no?
No.
Yeah, it's taping right now. Oh, them. I'm sorry.
We're done. We're done shooting right now.
Oh, okay.
We're between seasons.
Gotcha. Yeah. Who's your production company?
Brenton Productions.
Okay.
They're the same guys who do Truck U, Two Guys Garage, and All Girls Garage.
Gotcha. Okay.
Those are the 4 shows, and us. Those are the 4 shows they do.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's where we're at.
Who are you running with, Chuck?
We're with Gurney Productions. They this is their first car show. They're actually the ones that do Duck Dynasty and Shark and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're in bed pretty deep with Discovery then.
Yeah, they've done a lot of stuff for them, a lot of projects, and they're good company, man. They've treated us well, and long days, making us work long days, but hey,
that's TV, man.
Anything worth getting's hard to get. So
yeah, that's TV. Long days is just part of it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's crazy.
I was just telling Lee that it's 120 hours on average for 42 minutes of TV.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff that we've done, ends up on the editing floor, and it's like, that was so good. And
yeah.
It just didn't happen.
No docs, man.
Too bad you can't do that stuff with your own private.
No. Gosh, that bloopers reel would be hilarious.
Oh my God, yes. Oh God, yeah. Bloopers reels are always great. They really are. They're always great.
Yeah.
Because you just see some of the dumbest shit.
Yeah.
I remember we did it was when I was doing muscle car. We had the shot was I had to take some brake parts clean the housing end, and then turn and say something. And I kept screwing up the line, but hell, by the time we were done, we went through like 2-3 cans of brake parts cleaner. So the camera guy, by the end of it all, the camera guy's Mo's all out of focus, and he's shooting the floor, and our director Don comes and is like, "God damn it, what the fuck is wrong with you two?" He comes walking over to us because he's pissed. He's like, "Whoa!" It's like, "Get outside."
Yeah. Open the doors. Open the garage doors. Get outside. Drink some water. Yeah.
It was great, man. And then one time we were putting a rear end together in an El Camino, and it was a 9-inch Ford, and it was great. Don had this thing about if you say a word like say axle, if you say axle, you can't say axle again in the next sentence because it gets too repetitious.
Right.
So we had already said just about everything we can think of for axle. So, technically it's an axle shaft, right?
Right.
So we do this shot, right? It was so awesome. The rear end is on jack stands, and the axle tube, I kneel down and the axle tube's like right here, right? So when I kneel down, I've got the shaft, and I take it and I go, "Always remember to lube your shaft before you put it in." And I'm putting 90 weight on the O-ring, on the bearing, and then I slide the shaft in. Dude, it was awesome. Always remember to lube your shaft before you put it in. And I said it deadpan, didn't smile or nothing. The network was they tried kicking it back because they're like, "You can't say that." We're like, "Well," Don explained his whole thing, and then I had to show him where it said axle shaft, and they let it go.
Whoa. Okay.
They let it go. And then on CarFix, we were doing that black 78 Vet, and we were doing the timing, and I said, you turn it one way, it's advancing. You turn it the other way, it's retarding. You're retarding the engine. And they tried kicking it back on day, so you can't say retard. You can't say it. It's not politically correct. I'm like, that's what it is. In all the automotive books, timing is retarded.
Right.
So they had to let that one go too.
No brake retardants. Down around the community, especially the suburbs.
So yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, most of our bloopers would be Andy smacking his head all over the bottom of the carriage.
Oh God!
He smacks his head so much. I told him in one show, I said, "Man, it looks like you've been just hit with a sack of doorknobs."
Man, you know what you need to do? Get him a helmet. Get him a hockey helmet. Get him a hockey helmet and make him wear it for the show.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Here,
put a hockey helmet. Yeah. If you know somebody who can shoot some flames on it or something, or you get them to you need one for roll it for skateboarding where it's all plastic. It doesn't have all the air holes.
Yeah.
Get them to airbrush a brain on it.
There you go.
Get him to airbrush a brain and have him wear that on a show. There you go. Dude, it'd be a hit.
Yeah, we could sell 1,000 of those.
It'd be a hit. You could probably get a wrap done. We just stick it on.
Yeah. I can wrap it for you.
You could probably wrap it.
There you go.
That's what I would do, man. Find out what size you were. Just get them an extra large.
Yeah.
Do an extra large. Get the brain put on it. Dude, that would be awesome.
Even if it's a little bigger, that would even look better.
Oh, yeah. If it's a little bit bigger and it rattles around when he's can you make it?
It's like a real brain, man.
Yeah. And tell them it's for safety.
Lou, we were talking about, we have a big car show here every year. We used to, called Supernats. And it's like going away. It's like fading away. And we were just talking about how kids aren't seeing the muscle cars.
When is it? Do you still have the show?
They have it every June.
Yeah.
But this year they're saying they're not going to have it.
Why?
Well, I think he's going to have it, but it's going to have to be at a different location because the location it's been for years, for whatever reason, they just have been in a disagreement, or I don't know what the deal is. But it looks like he's moving it, but I don't know. I don't know where he can move something that big right now. I'm just not sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it is pretty big. What do you think? But 4,000 or 5,000 cars, maybe more.
Yeah, I've heard of it, but I didn't know it was that big.
It used to be Hot Rod Supernets.
Right.
Yeah, it's been going on a long time.
Long time. Yeah, it used to be over at A&W on 224 in Boardman, and then I think it switched to the fairgrounds, Canfield Fairgrounds, for a few years, and then it went out to Salem Quaker City Motorsports Park. So we'll see. I hope. Hopefully, he's working it out, and they'll find another location and continue it on.
Right, right.
Yeah, I like to get on that because that was all my love, man. Is those Supernats? That was where you seen everything.
Yeah, I mean, especially around here. I mean, you got good guys and stuff in the Mopar Nationals down in Columbus every year, which is real cool. But
I think we were running neck to neck with them. Really.
Yeah.
I'd like to go to the Mopar Nationals and the Good Guys show up there because I heard both of them are really good.
Yeah, they're great. I was telling these guys earlier we did an appearance out at the Adirondack Nationals in Lake George, New York.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it was awesome. I mean,
a friend of mine was there this year, and he gave me their contact information. He said it was huge.
Yeah, dude. I know those guys real well. So, if you want to hook up with those guys, I can definitely hook you up.
Oh, yeah, definitely, man.
Really, really cool. Last year they had Horny Mike and the other guy from Counting Cars. And then the previous year before that, they had Danny from Counting Cars. And then they had us, me and Tommy out there. But it was a good time, man. Great, 3 days, I believe it was.
There's a big show up in the UP in Michigan. Saint. Oh God, I can't remember. It's Saint something.
Mm-hmm.
And they say that one's huge. Yeah. I'll get Ray knows about it. Ray was the one who told me about it, Lou. And that's the one that you might want to go to. I heard that's a good one too.
Yeah, we like to check that out. I know Syracuse, I think, has a huge show. So
Syracuse, I heard Syracuse might be moving.
Oh, really?
That I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard that this might have been the last year for that location.
Wow.
Yeah,
I know
that's a big one.
They're huge. I heard it was way bigger than the one we did in
But I heard Syracuse gets about 10,000 cars.
Yeah, it's massive.
I've never been there, but that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
And what's the other one? The Adirondack Nationals. There's one that me and Lou went to. We've been a couple of years. It's in Alden, New York, outside of Buffalo.
Uh-huh.
It's a one-day show, but all the money goes to Mercy Flight.
Oh, cool.
So I go up there for that. He covers my gas in my room, and I do it gratis because it's for Mercy Flight. And that's a big show. That's been going on 12 years. It was in Marilla, the next town over.
Uh-huh.
They got greedy and tried to take it from him.
Oh, okay.
He moved it to Alden. And so it's he lost some, but I think it's a better venue. I think it's
nice
better
show.
than one. Yeah, and that's a good show. And this year we actually made I took a 78 long bed Chevy truck, cut it in half, and made it a short bed during the show.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So next year we're going to take that truck, I'm going to build a front end for it, and I'm going to put a 4-bar under it because we can do the front end no problem.
Right.
And then I'll put a 4-bar on the back, and then it'll be rocking.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. But that's a good one. And then I've only been to Louisville to the Nationals once, and that was a big show. Have you ever been in the Nationals in Louisville? NSR?
I haven't been there.
Dude.
Nice, huh?
Ridiculous. The year I went, they had 16,000 cars.
Wow. Yeah, I'd like to hit some of those up. We're definitely going to try and hit some big ones, and also the World of Wheels circuit. We want to try and get some of that stuff. So
yeah.
You know how it is. You go out there and you just meet so many great people.
Yeah.
The same you got, and it just everybody's so cool. We went World of Wheels last year, and we hung out with the Lutz crew and Farm Truck and Asian.
Mm-hmm.
Really cool, just down to earth guys.
Yeah,
you never know what you're going to get sometimes when you.
I know.
You know what I mean? But
dude, believe me, I know. It's crazy.
We were at the same venue, and I'm thinking, okay, how's this going to go? And it was completely friggin' awesome. It was great.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's very cool.
So.
Yeah, you like you said, man. Sometimes you just don't know. I mean, I met It was funny when we were in Canada 2 years ago. There was a big show up there, and it's right in Ontario, in Toronto. I mean, and Ice-T and Coco was supposed to be there. Ice-T had to shoot, so Coco came up, and my daughter got to FaceTime with Coco. So that was, she was really nice. She was really nice.
Yeah, they're good people.
That was cool.
Yeah, I mean, some of these guys get, kind of Hollywoody, and then
they're not though.
Come on, bro. You know what I mean? But
they're not though. I mean,
you meet good people.
You see them on the street.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that's what but I mean, but you know what he's talking about, Lou. I mean, some of the people are just ridiculous.
Just actually, at that same show, the guys from
Counting Cars.
Never even talked to us.
Yeah.
Counting Cars. Yeah.
Again, man, I hear great things about Danny. Count. I hear great things about him. So I don't know. And then the other thing is, you never know when someone's having a bad day.
Right.
It could have been that day. You know what I mean?
It was.
Well, yeah, I mean, for me personally,
my man told me one time, don't ever judge anybody on their worst day.
Well, for me personally, if I'm gonna go out there and meet people, I gotta have my A game on.
You gotta do it.
Because the last thing in the world you want to do is be tagged as a dickhead.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? And I only once I got shitty with somebody because they started in with me. I was like, dude, I told the guy, I said, man, don't think I won't come out of retirement for $20.
$20.
Exactly.
Now I do have a good story. I do have a good story where I was a jerk. I wasn't a total ass, but I was a jerk. This guy, I was at Mopar's at the Strip, and Chip was there, right? And they got an awning set up for Chip, and he's signing autographs. And he was sitting on my left, and I'm sitting there with my back to him, talking to this guy that I know. So we're just having a conversation. I'm not signing autographs. I'm just having a conversation. And all of a sudden, this guy's like, motherfucker, take the goddamn picture. So I'm like, whoa. And he's yelling. Well, I turned around. Come to find out, he's yelling at me. I guess he thought I was Chip's handler.
Oh.
Because I'm sitting like this, talking to this behind. I'm not paying attention to what's going on.
Right.
So I'm like, oh man, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean it. I got lost in the conversation. Yada yada yada. I'm like, so I tell Chip, like, go around. I get the camera from the guy, right? And he puts his arm around Chip's shoulder, like like this. So I take the picture, but when I take the picture, the only thing there is the guy's arm and Chip.
Great.
So on the camera, you wait a couple seconds and the screen clears.
Right.
I look at it, the screen. Oh man, picture's great. Handing back his camera, and he walks off. He gets about 10 feet away. Motherfucker, goddamn.
What would it be cooler is flipping it around on a selfie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And
That's
Chip,
funny.
when I told him, he just started to laugh. So yeah,
I'll tell you, Chip Foose is a good guy too, man.
Yeah,
he's real down to
I like Chip. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Hey man, we've been in Waffle House at 3:00 in the morning. Okay, Chip's a cool dude. If you're gonna eat in Waffle House in Atlanta at 3:00 in the morning, you're okay.
Yeah.
awesome.
He's a hoopster. Guy.
We're gonna try to make that adventure across country. So you're leaving on Halloween, you said?
Mm-hmm.
What date is that?
It's the 31st. It's Saturday.
Oh, you don't know when Halloween is?
No, I just work here. The wife tells me when to do something. That's when I go do it. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing, man. It's a 36-hour drive from me. No matter how I slice it, it's 36.
32.
So I'll leave here at like 5:30, no later than 5:30. And if I can get outside anywhere in Oklahoma, usually it's Oklahoma City, unless I hit really bad traffic. Mm-hmm. And then the next day, if you get to Gallup, New Mexico, it's 7 hours. If you get to Gallup, New Mexico on the second day, you're golden. Because then you can take your time. You get in at a reasonable hour. You got time to decompress, and you're ready for the show.
Right. So you stop and spend the night somewhere?
Huh?
Do you stop and spend the night somewhere?
Yeah. I stop and spend the night. I ain't killing myself. Because here's the thing, man. If you get up and you're out the door 5:30, right? When it hits 5:30 in the evening, you ain't gonna stop 10 o'clock. So you've got plenty of time. You know what I mean? And then the next day is the same thing. So, but the key is Gallup, New Mexico. If you don't make it to Gallup on that second day, you're gonna get in late. And then it's gonna be, you know what I mean? Then that means, by the time you get in the hotel room, it's 9, 10 o'clock at night. You're just all out of whack.
You taking a car or you driving straight?
I'm taking my wife's little Scion. My car's down, so I'm going to take her little Scion. I got an XB.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were taking a car to display or you just going.
No, dude. Man, I'm the only one in my shop, and I got to do work that I can get paid for.
Oh yeah. I got.
You know what I mean? I got to do work. I can't do that. So. Yeah, that's just all there is to it.
Yeah.
But if I get this job teaching, hopefully maybe next year or the year after, I'll bring something that the students build.
Very cool.
Yeah, because I got offered a job. I put in the application teaching at the local community college.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing hot rod stuff. I want to teach hot rod, chassis building and hot rod stuff.
Oh yeah, very cool.
So that's
great. That's great. To get again, pique this generation's interest in doing
right.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
And you got to do something cool, man. Because my main thing is chassis fab. So if I can do that kind of stuff, set the drive lines up, and like I was saying earlier, as far as body work goes, at least get replace the floor pans and paint underneath black.
Right.
Whatever holes in the floor need to be fixed, fix them, and then paint it black. And then, they got an auto body class. Let them do the paint and body. I don't do paint and body.
There you go.
You know what I mean? But the car at that point can be driven.
Yeah, exactly. Very cool.
And dude, we can build whatever. If they let me do what I want to do, we'll build rat rods. We'll build whatever, man.
Heck yeah.
That'd be sweet.
Fuck around. We might show up at your shop with some shit, Do some burnouts in the parking lot, some donuts.
Oh, that's Santiago.
back up in the garage, do a burnout, fill it full of smoke, and leave.
We know who that is.
Oh, that'd be cool on film.
Yeah, a show messing with another show.
Yeah.
It's on the same network, so they shouldn't have anything to say about it.
They probably would. Yeah, it's all cross promoting.
Yeah. Now, if it was on A&E or something, I can't do that.
Oh yeah, you can't. Yeah. That's dude, National Geographic. That's the one. That's Discovery's bane of existence. National. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So do you guys know the guys from Street Outlaws?
Yeah, I hung out with Asian and Farm Truck down. I was telling Lou down at the World of Wheels, and real cool dude.
Yeah, we hooked up with him out of SEMA.
Yeah.
I didn't know any of them. I don't know any of them.
And
Well,
a lot.
This year we'll hook up with them out there because they're always there.
Yeah. Jeff Lott crew, and they're good dudes. Just good human beings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Car people in general are, if you think about it.
They
you
are.
really run into some idiots with cars, but you do, but not the opposite.
You got your know-it-alls, and you got your
Mm-hmm.
your guys who, I wouldn't have done it like that. Well, you didn't do it, so.
The one guy who always wants to cut your sleeves off on Street Outlet.
Oh,
You know who I mean.
yeah, I know you're talking about.
My friend in Alabama, GNS Fabrication, Greg, he did a bunch of work on his Camaro, and there was a post on Facebook that he had just got back from Oklahoma, so I think he went out there doing some stuff. Greg builds some really fast stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, he builds. Dude, he's got a small chassis shop in God, where is it? It's in Alabama. I've been there a few times. I can't think of the name, but it's in Alabama. Yeah. And he builds some. He used to run. He's built a few cars that used to run in Orska.
Oh, okay.
So I guess Orska's been revived, so he's building some stuff for some guys in there. And he built a wheel stander, a *54 Chevy pickup wheel stander with a crazy, I think it's a 540 blown big block Chevy in the bed. This is nuts, man. He does some cool shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That weighs about as much as me and Steve together.
Yeah. The guy who owns it has a Top Fuel Harley.
Oh,
he wanted to do something different, so yeah, it's crazy ass fucking blower motor in this thing and put it in the bed. Yeah,
that's nuts.
You know what I'd like to do for a show is go around to all these different shops that build this stuff that you never see. You don't see those guys on TV. And I like to go around and just showcase them a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be cool. Cars are kind of like, the car culture is kind of like musicians. There's so much music out there that most people will never hear.
Right.
And it's amazing stuff. The same thing is with cars. There's cars out there that are built that some people will never see. Amazing stuff, man.
Yeah.
YouTube, thankfully, has kind of helped that. You know what I mean? Kind of hurt a little bit. Well, not really. It's kind of helped musicians because they have another avenue for people to see their stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Apart from not getting picked up and then no one ever sees it. But YouTube's helped some of the car guys too, man, because now they're starting blogs. Well, just like what you're doing here. I mean, it's an avenue to push your interests and get your face out there and show people what you're at. So it's pretty cool.
That'll work. Yeah, you're right. Well, look, guys, I'm going to run because I got to call the guy in Las Vegas who's going to let Chicago Pneumatic use his car for the show.
Nice.
I'm going to put drop spindles on it for him. So I got to do that.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go because I'm older and I'm.
You need your nap.
Chucky needs sleepy.
Okay, Chuck. I understand that. Yeah, I appreciate you coming on, and we're trying to build this community because there's no car or automotive stuff on Blab.
Yeah,
so we're trying to build up a community. So we do this every Wednesday at 9:00. So if you can tell people, come by and check us out, and we're just talking.
Or if you know somebody who might want to come on, tell the guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
The guys in the cast. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, as you can see, it's pretty loose.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's real.
Yeah. Something different.
It was a good time.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. And I'm also posting the link for the show on my forum. I have the forum, garageinsidertv.com.
Okay.
There's only like 100 members because I don't really advertise it because there's a bigger piece of the puzzle I'm trying to put together. I'm trying to do videos.
Right.
And put them online. But I post the links on there too, so people can go watch watch it, so they'll see you too, and in that way, it's just building the audience, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all about that. So, matter of fact, we need to get Jared on here. All right.
Aloha.
All right, bro.
Adios.
Appreciate it.
Later.
All right,
All
brother.
right, have a good night.
Bye-bye.
We'd like to thank everybody for stopping by from All Ends Magazine and Louis Santiago Car Fix TV.